our beige this morning, and I have Daniel with me. This is Daniel,
Hi.
and Daniel is a local. And I'm not quite sure. Were you born in Benair or?
No, I was born in Alicante.
Okay,
Um, I'm a civil servant, so as a civil servant, sometimes you have to move from here to there to work.
right. So
And
you,
when they gave me the opportunity to settle down, I chose Denia for work.
yeah,
And after looking for rentals over there, I realized that moving inland 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, I would find something much cheaper and quieter
yeah.
than downtown Dania, which is
Oh
not,
yeah,
Dania is not huge, but it's still lively, too lively for my taste.
yeah. And also, for us, it does seem huge because Benair Beige has got like 2,000 people, I think,
Mhm.
in the village. When I moved here, I think it was like 17 or 1,800, 5 or 6 years ago. But each year it grows. I think people realise that it's quite a nice, quiet place, but you can jump in the car and you could be in Denyer or Javier or wherever you want to be in no time at all. So I think people realise that and realise that, well, yeah, I like the quiet life, you know, but if I want to go for a meal, I can go into Denia, into the marina, or into the town centre. So I think it's beneficial living somewhere quieter, where you can get to sleep at night. I think.
Yes, totally. And I get to have a cheaper rental here than in
Well, yeah,
Amsterdam, by
yeah,
far, by
yeah,
far.
and rentals obviously rentals in Spain have gone up a lot, because there's been lots on the internet about the government talking about rental figures in Spain that have really rocketed, and I think the International Monetary Fund, I read yesterday that they picked up on it, and they said that Spain has got to build more houses, but I think that's in every country because I know in the UK they're always talking about building more houses. And that's something they talk about constantly. So, but yeah, so it's an ongoing thing throughout the world. I think rental properties, but yeah. So we're here. We just ordered breakfast, and we're gonna have Daniel. What we having?
Uh, we're going to talk about a little bit about food in Spain and indoors and outdoors. I mean, at home and at the bars.
Yep.
Today we're in the pensionistas bar. Pensionista is a retired person, and uh, and I would say this is my option number one when you want to have something practical, not fancy, practical, decent food at a cheap price.
Yeah.
Uh, in every tiny middle-sized town, you have a pensionista club, and there the service is just okay. It's not fast. It's not super efficient. Not everything is beautiful. Look at the ground. The ground is dust.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we have these pros also when it comes to price and just decent food.
And why
Control.
why was the pensionistas first formed? The bars. Why were they first formed?
Well, here in Spain, people retire when they're 60, 65, depending on the job. It'll increase the age of retirement every 3 or 4 years. And besides the canteen, which is this restaurant bar is actually a canteen. Besides the canteen, next to it, there's a club, pensionista club. It's where people get together. In the past, it used to be only men. It's changing a little bit. But when I was younger, only men went to those pensionista clubs to play dominoes, to play cards, and well, to just to stay away from home for a while.
That doesn't sound very good.
Well,
But that's, yeah, men. We have men's clubs like that in England as well. So I think it's throughout the world. And they also play bowls here, don't they, as well, on this horrible ground.
yeah, we call it petanca.
Yeah.
It's a different it's different from English or British bowling or or American bowling, but in a way it's similar. And I have to say that lately I've seen more women playing petanca here with.
Yeah, I've seen that as well as I've walked through the village. there's a lot more women, now, isn't there?
Mhm.
Which is good. I mean, I think that women have come to the forefront now of football as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
Especially like in England, we have their own super leagues and all kinds of stuff going on in England. So it's I think that the women's sport has come on a lot,
Mhm.
over the years. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about food this morning.
Yes.
So we are going to have a tostada, which is just toast basically, and it's the basic food of breakfast all around the world. I think everyone likes toast,
Mhm.
so I think everyone eats toast. Certainly in England, we eat a lot of toast anyway. So I'm having toast with strawberry jam, and Daniel's having
Olive oil, just toast with olive oil and salt. It's our basic toast around here, although you can see in many fancier places than this, although I'm sure they will do it for you. People ask toast with not only butter and marmalade, for instance, or olive oil, but they would use fresh cheese, this thick cheese, not the spread one,
no,
the one
no,
that
no,
comes
the
in the
actual one you slice.
you slice,
Yeah, 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 like a
or
cheddar cheese.
yeah, or ham,
Yeah, ham on. Yeah,
avocado. I've seen many things on toast, and they all look yummy.
yeah,
Uh, you can, depending on the place, you can order more sophisticated toast or simpler and cheaper toast.
yeah. And what other breakfasts can people have, or what do the Spanish have as well as toast?
Most of people, I would say, use just toast.
Right.
Preferably, you can always buy freshly baked bread,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make sense at home. What we do is that baguettes from yesterday or 2 days ago, we slice it in two uh, horizontally,
Yeah.
and we toast them in our own
Yeah.
toasters,
Yeah.
and that way you can, well, at least you don't have to throw them away. You can still eat them.
Gracias.
Creo que
Gracias.
falta la mermelada, ¿no?
Mermelada está aquí y aceite.
No, la mantequilla.
Mantequilla. Do you want butter on it?
Please.
See,
Um,
we just got the toast.
yeah, we've just got the toast, so Daniel can hold his up. That's
It's like
it's just
you can see a baguette,
yeah, it's a
small
small
baguette,
baguette. Yeah,
good
yeah,
size anyway.
yeah, yeah.
And olive oil normally comes with these recipients, so they limit the amount of olive oil we pour. It's quite a lot anyway. With one of those would be enough for me.
Oh yeah,
And the
yeah.
same happens with
With it,
marmalade for
yeah. You either
Barry.
get marmalade or you get strawberry jam.
Hmm.
But I prefer the strawberry jam. But yeah, I mean it's a simple breakfast, but I think it's a breakfast that we all enjoy. So if we weren't going to have this,
Mhm.
what else could we have as a breakfast here?
If you want to do something special, you go for chocolate con churros.
Right.
It is a problem with chocolate con churros. Is not everywhere you can find chocolate con churros.
Right.
These churros can be bought from the supermarket,
Yeah.
frozen, and so you can fry them at home.
Yeah.
That's an option, but it's not the same taste as freshly.
It's very sweet, isn't it? Because I like churros,
Mhm.
but I like it with the zucca, with
Mhm.
sugar. I don't like it with the hot, with the chocolate. For me, the chocolate is too thick. Gracias. Um, it's too thick. It's like treacle almost.
It's very powerful, and I say not very good for your stomach most
No,
of the times.
no.
And traditionally, people who go out stay up all night, and when there's
Clubs.
yeah, after clubs, and you're a little bit, your stomach is a little bit unwell.
Yeah,
Chocolate con churros really top it up and calms down the. It's not healthy. It's not, but it's traditional.
yeah, yeah,
And besides eating, well, nobody makes scrambled eggs at home. When I was living in the States, scrambled eggs was option number one with pancakes.
yeah, yeah,
Here we don't. Toast goes for everything. And if you're hungry and if you're lucky, you can get a slice of tortilla española.
yeah,
It's an omelette with
yeah,
potato.
yeah, yeah. I cook. I do.
Normally,
I cook that. Yeah, I quite enjoy that.
I like it very much,
Yeah,
but
I do.
I don't do it for breakfast. I normally do it for almuerzo.
For a lunch or
Before lunch,
yeah, yeah.
if
Just a
you
snack.
Yeah, as a
Yeah,
snack if you have the
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. So that's quite nice. I quite enjoy that. I must admit. With the potato, onion I put in it.
Yeah,
You know, it's
totally
rather
agree.
nice. And the thing is with that, you cook it one day, you can have it over a couple of days,
Yes.
which I think is quite useful. You know, so you got a couple of days food without actually thinking about it.
Hmm.
But you can also have like a plate of ham on with
Hmm.
tomato
Hmm.
and this sort of thing, can't you?
As a snack for that almuerzo is a short snack we have like at noon,
Yeah,
because the times in Spain and other places in the world are slightly different. We have breakfast from 7, 8, maybe to 9 at restaurants. Sometimes they have special offers for breakfast as well. They come all together for €3. You can have piece of toast. You can have coffee. Could be white coffee. Could be macchiato. Could be espresso. And maybe if you're lucky, they have freshly squeezed orange juice.
yeah,
That could top up to €3, €3 and a half tops,
yeah,
and it's quite a complete breakfast.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you have lunch at about 2:30 or 3, as we people do here in Spain, you want something in between,
yeah,
especially if you're working.
yeah.
So that break you make at work, that moment you have with friends, sometimes it's called almuerzo, and it's at about noon. At about
Right.
noon. Tortilla de patatas is number one option for me,
Yeah.
and if not, ensaladilla rusa, which is Russian salad, but it changes the ingredients depending on the country.
Right.
Russians do something totally different when it comes to this salad, but it's basically potato, boiled potato, carrots, olive, and mayonnaise. Too much
Right.
mayonnaise.
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 Mayonnaise. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. Your English is absolutely fantastic. So I'm not going to criticise you for
It's
some
improvement
words.
anyway.
Yeah. So I wish my Spanish was well 10% of what your English was. So, but it's not, unfortunately. So I just grasp what I can. But yeah. It's the Spanish like their salads, don't they? They like their ensalada. You
Russian
know.
Russian salad
Yeah.
is a classic.
Yeah.
Any place you visit is gonna have tortilla patatas. Is gonna have Russian salad for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And at that moment of the day, most people have a beer,
Yeah.
and wine is more for lunch,
Yeah.
and
And for
although many
dinner.
people and dinner,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and dinner.
Yeah.
Many people have a beer at noon, afternoon.
I have seen in the past, like even here at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, a lot of Spanish men are drinking like liqueur or something as well. You
You
know.
mean espresso with liquor?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
you have the coffee and then you have a small glass of liquor as well, which always amazes me at that time in the morning.
there are many different combinations of espresso with liquor. Some people use brandy. Sorry, some people add brandy. Some people add cherry. Some different liquors, which is not my kind of field.
No,
I can't talk about alcohol too much. I'm not experienced enough,
no,
but I
no.
can see it that too. And
Yeah, but you do see it often, don't you?
yeah.
You know, I mean, coming past here, if I'm going out early
Hmm.
or going for a walk when I used to walk,
Hmm.
I often used to see them sat here with their little shorts glasses, you know.
Yeah, maybe not the healthiest thing in the world.
Well, you know, I think going from chocolate churros to, you know, small glasses of alcohol, I don't know which one's the worst, you know.
It
But
is.
but certainly it's the food here is a lot more sort of comprehensive because in England, you know, we have breakfast, we have if we have a full English,
Hmm.
then you know that's bacon, eggs, sausages,
Hmm.
toast.
Hmm.
You know, it's a real meal. Or we just have toast like we do here,
Hmm.
but we have slices of toast as opposed to you know, like a bocadillo,
Hmm.
um, and we also have cereal, you
Hmm.
know, and we have many cereals in England, and the children mostly eat cereals,
Hmm.
um, but and then nothing is eaten then until about 1 o'clock time, you know, and then most people have a light lunch. You know, you might have a sandwich, you might have a toasted sandwich, nothing too much. And then you go all the way through until 5 or 6 o'clock at night. You might have a cake in the afternoon or something like that, but mostly you're going all the way through till, you know, 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, where then, you know, you have your main meal, you know. So like we have 3 lots of set meals throughout the day, whereas, as I say here,
Mhm.
there are more, seems even more meal times, you know.
One of the main reasons is that in the past, people used to have two jobs, one in the morning, one in the afternoon,
Yeah,
to survive
yeah,
because they were very poorly paid.
yeah,
And that's the consequence we have is that now we have most of people have their job split in two.
mm,
They have a break of 2 hours to have lunch,
yeah,
and the main meal of the day is the lunch,
yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. And yeah, in the past,
And then they go back to work afterwards, presumably after
yep,
that.
you
Yeah,
go home, you have 2 hours, you
yeah,
go, and that's why many shops close from 2 to 5 or 2 to 4
yeah,
because people go back home and have lunch there.
yeah, yeah.
On a daily basis, it's quite difficult to find someone who every day goes to a restaurant to have lunch
No,
while they're working or in their break.
could be quite
And
costly.
it could happen
Yeah,
if you can afford it, especially in bigger cities.
yeah,
But
yeah,
around here, we all come back home,
yeah.
do
Come,
our lunch,
yeah.
and if you have time, have a rest, and then you go back to work.
Okay, I think we've explained it quite well, Daniel. I mean, any questions for Daniel, please put them in, you know, down below, and I'll get him to answer anything that you've got to say. But I think that's a very good explanation of how the Spanish eat their food and what they eat throughout the day. So it's been quite interesting, and I'd like to thank Daniel for coming along this morning.
Thank you.
And you know, as I say, any questions, please let me know. And once again, you know, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, if you like this sort of content, please subscribe to the channel. It's totally free, and you've got over 400 videos on there to watch. So plenty to watch to fill your time. Okay, thanks very much indeed. Okay, bye, ciao,
Bye.
bye.